time no see. I figured getting some streaming in would be a way to focus today. So, hey there. How you doing? I'm hanging in there. I'm working on a keyboard in Alloverse. So, well, probably a lot has happened since you saw it last. But there's a system for general text input right now, so I can click this thing and I can type on my hardware keyboard, and I can escape to cancel it, and I can enter to accept, and you'll see we even got name tags in there. You can see the alpha is wrong, but you know, working on it. So yeah, so that's great if you're on a desktop computer with a hardware keyboard. But if you're in VR, you probably don't have a hardware keyboard. So I wrote a library a while ago that implements a virtual keyboard in Lover like this. Oh, huh, interesting. So this thing works as standalone Lover project. Why is that? Huh. But inside of Alloverse it's not working because we're doing a lot of custom shit. So trying to figure out why. And one thing I'm noticing is that the hand is not moving. So I'm gonna try to figure that out. But first, I'm gonna tweet about this stream so people actually watch it. The thing. Can we share the thing? Do. Oh. Can I? Oh. Do. Cool. Alright, I'm back. So, this focus engine I built here, and then, you know, the text input system and the way keyboard presses on the client is transferred to the server, and then to a third process on another server, and they're just editing the text field, and then the change to the text field is propagated back to the server, and that's propagated back to the client. There's a whole lot of interesting stuff going on here, but I didn't stream when I implemented that. So if someone's curious, I can talk about it, but right now I'm going to focus on getting this virtual keyboard working. So there's a bunch of problems, but let's see what's going on. So I'm noticing that the colliders are down here. That's wrong. I'm really annoyed that there's this movement jitter. I don't. That doesn't even bother me anymore when I'm working because I know it's a thing I'm just gonna fix. But now that you're watching me work on this, I'm really embarrassed. So I'm gonna just ugly hack that in real quick. So that's standalone server, which is doing a. Where do I set the frame rate of the server? Yeah, let's bump that up. I mean, it doesn't matter how high that goes. Still gonna be a bit of jitter unless I put it at 100 hertz, which doesn't make sense. So I just need to fix the movement code so it's client authoritative or something like that. Can I? What's my frame rate now? Alright, so I'm up at 100 frames. Whoops. So what if I actually do that? It's terrible for computer performance, but that's not better. Okay, let's just do that. Alright, so what's going on? Why doesn't it get my hand position? So, oh Jesus, spam really? Ban spam. Ban spam. Yeah. Spammers distracted me. So, hand position. Right. So, Lover has this desktop emulator thing where if you run it without a VR headset, you sort of get a fake VR view where the mouse simulates what a VR headset would be doing. It does a lot of things that I don't want in Alloverse, and then we want some more stuff on top of that. So I disabled that module, and I'm emulating the movements that a VR headset can do on my own. And the way I'm integrating that into this keyword library that I'm working on is that whenever you're asking the headset for something, I'm not asking the lover.headset for something, I'm asking for letters.headset, and then you can override that. And then I have overridden that with the pose engine that does the emulation. So when the hand class in the letters library is asking for the hand position on the regular headset, it's getting the actual hand position, but in the Alloverse code it should be getting the simulated hand position. But apparently it's 0, 0, so don't know what's up with that. So let's see what's going on in get position in here. So that should be asking for device's pose. Is this correct math? Am I being an idiot? Let's do let's use unpack instead. X, Y, Z, A, AX, AY, AZ. Actually, no, we got S, X, SY, SZ equals self get pose of the device and then unpack. Then we can return of X3 with the X, Y, and Z. Then at least I know I'm not. Okay, there we go. So, why wouldn't multiplying a matrix by a vector work? I don't know. Whatever. This works. Let's do this. Okay, so Why are we getting hand position 000? I feel like hand update is being called twice. Yes, it is being called twice, once for each hand. Good. Clever, Nevyn. Ah, wow, okay. Okay, so now we have a hand position, so that's the start. If you're wondering about the low frame rate sometimes, that's because I've implemented an optimization so you can have Alloverse running in the background and it doesn't use up all your CPU and GPU by just lowering the frame rate. And then when I'm doing development, it actually, when it restarts, auto refreshes when I save the code, then it ends up in the low frame rate mode, which is annoying, but whatever. Okay, so let's just capture left if self.device is equal .device. Yeah, is hand left then. So let's only care about the left hand for now. Refresh. Okay, so it seems, yeah, that makes sense. This code is getting the hand position in avatar relative mode. I'm gonna have to figure out coordinate spaces later on, but regardless of coordinate spaces, I feel like the hands, the debug draw of the hand, so like, you know, this view with the green fake hand should be drawing, but it's not. Why is that? So I am doing debug draw, aren't I? Oh yeah, in text engine. So yes, definitely debug drawing, and debug draw should debug draw. Wait. Right. No, the hands are not set to draw. So let's do that. Letters. Draw. So letters.draw draws all the nodes. So yes, I built a little scene graph library. So there's a root node which contains the hands and optionally the keyboard. But yeah. Did I add the hands to the root node? Yes, I did. Is this too early? Adding hand. Refresh. Did it print? It did. So the hands are in there. I'm doomed to just do various coordinate space math my entire life, aren't I? So we got the hands in there, and letters draw. We got the hands in there. Let's just so the letters library can either manage the keyboard instance for you. That's letters.currentKeyboard, or you can just create the keyboard yourself on demand and do whatever you want with it. So I figured I'd manage it manually. I'm not gonna do that. Let's cancel that idea and do letters dot display keyboard. Why do I have display and hide instead of show and hide? Well, whatever. And then virtual keyboard, then this becomes unconditional. Good. There it is. Why are the colliders in the correct position now? And hello. Oh, well. Was that even a crash? Oh no, I clicked on the quit button, which is behind the keyboard. I'm gonna have to fix that. Ah, yes, okay. There he's going. It's going to take work to implement this. Step 1. I want this keyboard to be user relative. I don't think makes sense for the keyboard to be world relative. It should feel like it's attached to you. Reason being, it's weird if you can walk away from it and lose it. If you have it open, you're gonna need it. Yeah, I can't articulate more clearly why, but I feel like I definitely feel like it should be user relative, and then I don't have to compensate for the input being user relative as well, so that sort of fixes that for me for free. So how do I draw the keyboard user relative? I guess I could so in network scene I do a transform to the avatar, so everything that's being drawn is drawn world relative. So I guess I could do the inverse of that transform. Yeah, there we have a graphics pop. Where do I transform? Oh no, it's not that easy, is it? Ah, yes it is. I do have a camera transform. So, can I have an inverse camera transform? I don't see why I can't. Inverse camera. Set it to this thing. And then I can set it to that and then invert it. This is a mutating operation. I'm not generally a fan of mutating operations, but whatevs. Okay, so let's lover graphics push so we don't ruin the graphic state for everybody else. Graphics pop and lover graphics transform, I guess. That's self parent dot inverse camera transform. Is that gonna work? Well, no. Why not? Why not? What is this box? I don't know. Hold on, one sec. Okay, sorry about that. So let's see, what am I doing? So you can see the buttons highlighting up there when I'm hovering where I think they should be. So I think yeah, I think we need to transform so that right now we're actually looking at the keyboard out of our toes. We should be looking at the keyboard out of our eyes. So we need to lover graphics transform of self.parent.engines.pose. Get pose of head. Is that it? Whoa. Ugh, inverse maybe? Maybe inverts, indeed. Hey, yeah. This looks weird. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Maybe it feels good in VR because it does. We're not going to use the virtual keyboard on the desktop anyway, so the only important part is that it feels good in VR. We'll get to that. I'm gonna just lower it a little bit. Where do I'm gonna put it? That's better. Okay, we're making progress. So let's put the graphics back. Don't have to print the hand position anymore. You can tell I've had problems with nonce in my life previously. Okay, this is great. So we're gonna have to do some really annoying stuff now. DOS engine that emulates the left hand and the head and stuff like that. It tries to be clever. Previously we used left mouse button to move the head and right mouse button to click on things. Using the right mouse button to click on buttons is really freaking unintuitive. So what I implemented was that if you click on a non-interactive part of the environment, you move the camera. And if you click on an interactive part of the environment, you click on it. That works great when all of your UI is in the UI framework that this engine is built for, which is Allo UI, this Alloverse stuff. This keyboard is UI implemented in the visor and the visor only, so the emulator now needs to know about this keyboard. That's pissing me off because that's ugly. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. But our motto at Alloverse is make it work, and then make it pretty, and then make it fast. It's one of my favorite mottos. So we're gonna make it work, and then when everything's working, we can make it pretty, but we don't have to make it pretty immediately. When inspiration hits, we can make it pretty. For now, I'm gonna make it work. Okay, how do I make it work? First off, let's take out that debug draw. I don't need that anymore. This is terrible. This is so ugly. Oh my god. Well, whatever. Just said it's fine. Okay, so. How on earth am I gonna make this work? Because I really like, if I do, how do I make it? Like, there is a button behind the keyboard here. I'm pointing at two different things. When I click, I don't want to turn off the microphone. I want to type an A. So the trigger button, the left mouse button, is emulating a trigger. It's going to have to return true when the keyboard asks for it, but false when the network code asks for it. One step at a time. First, we can make it return. So this hover thing. I guess we don't need to emulate it though. I'm gonna emulate it. So first we need to make the emulator understand that when I'm hovering something intractable, it should emulate a trigger and not move the camera, so that I can debug this without wearing a VR headset. Let's do that. Or that's gonna add so much complexity to the code. Do I really want to do that? Do I? Let's try it. Okay, first off, let's see if there are any changes here. I just want to push off to the internet. What if it's just some tiny changes. Where's my letters? There they are. Go. And then I can't push this because this is gonna break stuff for everybody, but let's at least commit it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Gonna need that. Gonna need that. Ooh, yeah, that's some good stuff. Okay. Okay, whatever. Fine. Nope, no. What the hell am I doing in CMake lists? Oh, yeah, alright. That's when I was debugging some really weird behavior from before. Okay, so this makes make virtual keyboard user relative. Alright, so off to hacking. What are we doing? Let's emulate a click. So that's in post engine, right? Is it in hand ray? Is it in buttons? Oh, yeah, okay, let's see here. Update button. If device is hand left and it's trigger, then it's down when the mouse is down and the mouse mode is interact. I think the mouse mode is being set in here. So it will say that the mouse mode is interact if the left hand has a highlighted entity. I suppose we could. Okay, so this class here, hand raise, this hand ray thing here is a class for tracking the hand, and it's actually the same class as the hand in this letters library, except that these are just two copies that have diverged. So I could unify them and use one for both, or I continue having two instances tracking the same thing, and I just ask both of them if either has a highlighted entity. I'm going to do the latter. Make it work, then make it pretty. This ain't pretty. This ain't pretty. This ain't pretty. Or letters dot hands one. It's highlighted nodes. Ooh, plural. Wow, I made that fancy. If that works, that's not too bad. That works, and it's not too bad. Can I type? Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Wow. Ooh, did you see that? It even lights up the things. Wow. That's okay. That's pretty cool. That's great. I mean, that was not bad. I also want to be able to move it. It should be listening to the grab gesture. So let's see, how is that done? Oh, did I make it not pretty? That's called grip, I believe. Well, It is checking for the grip in get axis. Okay. Here I'm using it for I'm checking S down. I can fix that. Update button. Don't keep old code around. So I guess we could do else if button is grip, and let's copy the existing style. Device is hand left. Actually, I can do it for either. It doesn't matter. Can I? Nah, let's be specific. Hand left, and button is grip, then wait, what did I just do? Oh, I put this line 1, line 2 early, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Down is down or self get axis device button is over. I mean, if it's proper down, or I guess even if you're just touching it. I don't know what lever does here. I guess it doesn't matter. You should grab things when they're like, even if you just touch the grab button, I think. I don't know. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, I think that should work. I think we can move the keyboard now. No. Ooh, I've got a hard-coded reference to lover.headset in Node, huh? On line 80. Yeah, okay. Letters.headset get pose. Yeah, boy. What? I even got... okay, that's overkill, but whatever. Okay. Yeah! That's pretty neat. Oops. That's pretty neat. Yeah. I might have been watching a bit too much cuckoo on YouTube. I feel like I'm speaking in his style. If you haven't seen him, what's his full name? Yeah, True Cuckoo. He's if you like people making songs live and making videos of it, you should watch this guy. I really like his videos. And if you enjoy watching me, I think you're gonna enjoy watching him. Okay, where was I? I got a keyboard. Oh yeah, I know it looks like shit. This is just I'm just trying to make something work here. Can we commit this? So what have we done here? Oh, that's oops. Don't use lover headset. This is a sub module, that's why I'm pushing from this window. Go ahead. And here I have made it so that it checks for letters. So pose. Make clicks and drags compatible with letters. Virtual keyboard. No one knows what letters is. Cool. That's not too shabby. So I think we can tick this off. Integrate it into Alloverse app. And make sure keyboard 6 is relative. And we also want don't click things underneath keyboard. Oops. I'm gonna do this one first because this is pretty easy. Okay. So in text engine, I think we know when focus changes, right? So let's take this out. Wait, I think I only put this in here for debug, so I think it'll work if I take that out. Hold on, let's see. Let's make sure. Refresh, please. Yeah, it does. Good. So now I can take this out and let's see. Where did I? Oh, on focus changed. Oh, look at this. Display keyboard. Hide keyboard. Wow. Oh, this is coming together really nicely, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Yes. Wow. Mm. Yes. Mm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Indeed. Okay. Well, that was easy. So I think maybe we only want to show the virtual keyboard when we are not in only desktop emulation mode. Yeah. So I mean, if we're running like this, you know, desktop emulation and no VR headset whatsoever, we don't need the virtual keyboard. So that's just gonna be annoying. So I'm gonna turn that off. If lover.headset, then, because that means we have a VR headset, whether it's a tethered headset and this is the mirror view, or if we're on a standalone headset like the Quest, this will also be true. So yeah. So now we should not be getting a virtual keyboard. Good. Excellent. Only show keyboard if virtual keyboard if in VR. Aha! I think we're ready to push this off. This should not be breaking anything for anyone else now. So I'm gonna clickety-clack that thing. I'm gonna fix up a thing I really dislike, a really ugly, terrible hack I made in here. So how do I even explain this? What is who does that? So the pose engine is a class with state. So if you call get pose on it, it needs a self. You need to use the colon syntax instead of the dot syntax. But the Lover API, lover.headset, is a singleton. It doesn't need colon syntax because there is only one headset ever. So you just say lover.headset dot whatever. So I needed the letters code to be compatible with both modules, both lover.headset and Pose Engine's lover.headset emulation functions. So I made a shim that lets me do letters.headset colon vibrate, and on Pose Engine that's gonna call vibrate with the headset as the self argument. But if you're using our headset, like the built-in headset module, it removes the self argument. I don't like that one bit. So I'm going to change that so that we can use... I thought of a way of solving this when I was trying to sleep the other day. So let's see if this works. We're going to do some Lua meta programming. Letters.headset, colon. We're going to replace all of those with dot, so that we use the dot syntax everywhere. So go ahead and apply that. Yeah, cool. Then we're going to take this absolutely atrocious hack out and set letters.headset to lover.headset. Cool, great start. And letters.headset equals, we're gonna have a shim in our code so that the library code is pretty, and our application code is hacky and ugly. I think I'm gonna do a variant of this, I think. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be a variant. So we're gonna, again, it's a hack. It's a hack. Let's see how... I had an idea. Oh, let's see. Okay, so we need every function on this headset proxy to be a closure around self, so that the self we have out here is appended. Look at this. Oh wow, this is terrible. Wow. And then we don't need, we can just slam him right in here, args, like that. Wait, this is index, but I'm calling here. Because I'm returning a function. Okay, so we have a meta table here. A meta table is a table that adjusts the behavior of another table. So this is our table that we want to adjust. Whenever you try to access something on headset proxy, it will not find the item because this is a table, an empty table. Instead, it's going to call index, which is now a function, which can do a lookup in some way. Here's the table, here's the key we're looking for. This is not true anymore. And it, instead of returning the function on text engine straight off, it returns a new function, which when called looks up the correct function in text engine, appends the self argument to the arguments, and then the rest of the arguments, and calls that. I don't know if you could follow, but that should fix my problems. Inject self when used like letters.headset.foobar, so it becomes basically text eng foobar. That might work actually. Not self, post. Posting is that? Okay. That's the hack, alright. And does it work? Why are you rebuilding the world? I didn't change a header. Yeah, I did. I discarded the change in CMake list way back and haven't restarted since. While I'm compiling, I'm gonna check up on Discord. Okay. Yep, got some stuff in there. I'll take care of that later. Attempt to call a nil value on text line 25. Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. So if post and key is nil, then return nil, and yeah. Okay. Buttons line 68. Guess that hack didn't take, huh? So, what am I doing wrong? I'm pretty sure you can... what do I mean args? I mean var arg. There you go. Oh yeah, I disabled showing the keyboard. So that was in text eng. And we can just do this. Oops. Okay, now I changed microphone. Yeah, okay, well it's working. It's working. This hack is better for the environment. Less terrible. Less terrible headset hack. My dream is for some awesome folks in the Alloverse Slack to implement some of their keywords in this library. I worry that I have done shit that's just way too weird in there, so they're just never gonna want to touch it. But one can dream. I figured if I fix this thing, it's slightly less atrocious, and they wouldn't mind trying it out. We'll see. Okay, well, that's got that in there. Let's push that as well. Move self hack from letters to Alloverse. Okay, yeah, right. There was one more thing. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna need a break though. I'll be right back. Okay? Yeah, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Well, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Doesn't look like it. So, not clicking behind the keyboard. How do I avoid clicks behind the keyboard? How? Well, I guess it's in here. So we have is down. Update button. Okay, so interact. So that was in here. So the mouse mode. Wait, mouse mode. No, 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 no. I'm on the wrong track. We don't care about the mouse. This is about whether the trigger should return true. Okay, so the text engine, when is it? When is it? When do we send click interactions? So, send interaction. Okay, so point is being sent in update pointing. That makes sense. Does that do poke as well? Yes, it does. No, doesn't. Poke entity. Yeah, that's from update pointing. So pointing is when your cursor on top of an interactive entity, and poking is clicking, basically. Using the trigger to interact with something at a distance. Okay, alright. Well. 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 So, update pointing is called from on update in posing. So I guess shit. How do we make pokes false for pointing but true for interacting with the keyboard when you're interacting with the keyboard? So I guess we could use that letters dot hands thing. So this is an interesting condition right here. Can we abstract that out somehow? I guess we could just mash it in right here. Like, don't call poke entity when we're highlighting the keyboard. Huh? How does that sound? When the selected entity, so when we haven't poked it, but trigger is down, then poke it. Blam! I mean, that's terrible. That's just plain terrible. Oh. We need the specific hand. We have a hand index here. Update pointing. We could use that hand index here. And reuse the same hand index here. Oof. Wow. Ugh. Oh. That's turning my insides. Okay. How do I line these up so I don't... How about that? Yeah. Look. Look. It's actually horrifically working. It doesn't respect ordering. That's a price I'm willing to pay. That's bad. It's bad. I thought it would be worse, but it's just bad. Don't click buttons underneath virtual keyboard. Okay, this is done. I'm gonna say this is done. No, I need to test it in VR first. Jesus, Nevyn, stop being such a hack. Okay. Whoops. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too many cables. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, controllers. Yeah, fine. Confirm Guardian. Oh yeah, then we're gonna have to... Ooh, I heard something about a new version of Oculus Quest OS which supports freaking Bluetooth mice. No internet. Well, connect to the internet then. Wi-Fi's off? What the hell? Powered you up so you could download the upgrade overnight. Oh, you stupid thing. No updates available, my ass. Ugh, now I'm 2 versions behind. Okay, well, supposedly, in version 25, you can connect Bluetooth mice to this thing and use it to interact with the menu. Whew, I want to try that. So Oculus is clearly working on their version of you know, the virtual office. Same thing we're doing, but with another approach. So that's gonna be very interesting. Alright, so let's see if we can build a new version for Quest. So far so good. So if this works, then I'll record a video for you so you can see it too. And no. Okay, that's weird. How can I show this to you? So it's... the keyboard is doing the opposite movement that I'm doing. So when I tilt left, it tilts right. But I think I could use it. Let's try it. Yeah, I can use it. It's just, it's... It's rendering wrong. I can't... Oh, I can use screen copy, can't I? I always use apt usually. I don't know what Snap is really, but it looks like that's a newer version, so I'll go with that. Hmm. Gonna have to compile that from scratch, huh? Android dev tools are just shit. Jesus. So 117. I mean, I got the latest version. 117. 117. Okay. That's not helpful. Hmm. Heh. Okay. All right. Hmm. Okay. Oh yeah. Wrong shell. That didn't help. Hooray! Go me. Hmm. Okay. Maybe not. Oh wow. Yeah, you got it. Okay. So you can see. Hmm. When I move my head, keyboard like moves the opposite way. So clearly I'm doing something wrong. So I never figured I needed that invert. So what happens if I remove it? Why? 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 Just why? Yes, okay, because on this thing, yeah, so what's happening is when I'm running with my own desktop emulator here, I'm already taking the head into account, but when running in VR, transforming to the head is already done by the headset, so I shouldn't be doing that transform at all. So let's just see what this looks like just for funsies, but it's gonna be wrong. I can promise you that. Wait, I didn't build, did I? Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so yeah, now it's less wrong. It's way up there, and if I move up, it's gonna move up, right? Yeah, because it's attached to my head, which it shouldn't be. So let's not do that. Um, just do that. Can I? Maybe I can still keep desktop compatibility with if lover.headset, then, or if not lover headset, then do that transform. Yes. Yes. All right, here we go, and I can move that thing. Oh, it's way too big. Like the buttons are as big as my hand. It's like a toy keyboard. Oh wow. This is whoops. Shit. Whoop. Okay. Oh, cables all over the place. Can you see this? No, you can't. Why is my cable too shitty or something? It's just way too big. Let's make it so. Oh, you could. Maybe I can use Ask Screen Copy to reduce that resolution. That's just ridiculous resolution. Oh, it's so funny when you actually try it in VR, and it's the scale of things is just really not what you'd expect. We don't need it to be pretty. Let's try that. How's that? So here's my hand. Oh, here's my hand. And here's my handing, like, in relation to a button. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So let's change that. Let's change that. So hover keyboard has. So here's the size of things. So the big buttons are this big. So yeah, they're huge. Depth. Let's make them 3 centimeters deep. That's still a huge button, you know. 5 decimeters. Sorry, 5 centimeters wide and tall. That's still a huge button. Let's see what that feels like. So there is a thing to make Lover just push the Lua code over the network so you get instant refresh. But I haven't set that up because I changed so much C code, so I always feel like, I might as well restart. That's maybe a tad bit too small. I mean, I think this is a, no. This is a reasonable size. I mean, it needs to be at a distance as well. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And not 2 meters away from you. It's half a meter away from you. Okay, so a little bit bigger, I said. Let's do 8. And then 5 deep. And local S is, so that's going to be S, oops, S, S, or S times 2. Or maybe 1.8. Do I have a size hard-coded in the button, or why is it so broken? Yes, it is hard-coded to be. Wow, what the hell, man? These need to be relative sizes, Jesus. Okay, what is button pass? So let's make things relative, huh? So what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing here. And what am I doing here? That's the width, height, and depth of what? Like the small box? Ah, yeah, the small box. So, okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm making the small box smaller than the big box. Draw the base of the button, and then here I'm draw the actual keycap. So let's make that 0.8 of self.size.width. Why would I make that an absolute size? Jeez. And 0.8 again. I don't like these 1 centimeter hacks I have in here. I don't know what they mean. Draw the text. Does this mean draw the text just slightly above it? Then a millimeter is enough. But what does this mean? A centimeter? What is button pass? What am I using that for? It is the position of the keycap of whether it's pressed or not. So if you press it, the keycaps gets recessed into the base. Okay. I think I don't know. Let's just try it. So maybe I can try this on desktop first. Whoop. Okay. Can we move that a little bit? Why is it off to the side? Wait, X, Y, Z. It shouldn't be off to the side. Whatever. So haha, because I don't set the actual size of the keyboard to the size of the contents of the keyboard. So let's do, we have a local size here, the local rows. So our width is going to be the count of S1 times S. And this is going to be S times that. Yeah, so that's better. Okay. What? There it is. Great. Oops. So, I think I can't even click it. Okay, maybe if I offset it a little bit more. Okay, so before we try this out in VR, I'm gonna just adjust these numbers so it's reasonable. So somewhere, I feel like I have a hard-coded size that's not okay. So we're gonna decrease the font scale for one thing, but also da-dee-dum. Why are the keycaps so small? 0.8. I feel like 80% of the cap size underneath should be bigger than that. Wow, and the colliders are way, way off. Where did I put that debug draw? Wow. Okay. That's that sphere. Make that smaller. No. Oh. Okay. I think it's just the ray that's not the visuals of the ray is not matching the visuals of what's happening. But I feel like there's a minus here. We're not setting the size, we're setting size minus. Oh, baka. Can we do right, so we can do just that. I'm just not reading the math correctly. I'm getting really tired and really hungry, so I blame that. And then self size.z straight off. That's better. Much better. Let's try that in VR. There we go. This is pretty nice. The text is still too big. And can you see it? Yeah. Okay, so that's the centimeter gap. What? Okay, yeah, this needs work, but it's not too shabby. The ray is slightly off too, but whatever. Okay, so what are the numbers in here? Why is this in here? So, the position of the button self-dot position is used as the base plate, and the button pos is used for the XYZ, for the keycap, and that's being set to, so it's when you're pressing down, why am I, it's just, no, wait, no, that's correct. So, when you're not pressing, it's 1.0 times 0.1, so that moves the button up a decimeter. That's wrong. So we're gonna make that move it up by its own size. So the button is yeah, let's try that. Can we try that here? Let's move it slightly less dramatic, about something like that. Why is it intersecting? So okay, so yeah, we're moving the keycap entirely into the base plate. So let's not do that. Let's do it. Oh no, 1.1. So we just go almost entirely into the base plate. I think that's good. Let's try that in VR. Oh yeah, we needed to reduce the text size slightly. I don't understand why I can't grab the keyboard here, but let's do 0.4. Yeah, that's not too small. Yeah? Huh. Why is there a gap here? Yeah, that works. It's not humongous. So what I want to be able to do is like do this sort of style of pressing as well. I'll implement that later. This is not great. Ooh, I don't remove the colliders. Whoops. Whoops, indeed. Kite. So it starts off over there. I guess that's a pretty good distance. I'm okay with that. So let's just make sure I delete the colliders. Okay. So when the button is move, oh, is that in here? Collider, remove from parent, collider destroy. So I guess remove from parent is not being called. So, oh yeah, of course it's not. I'm just doing here, when I'm doing hide keyboard, I'm just removing keyboard. The default implementation of remove from parent is not recursive. I guess it should be depth first. So, this is not what I want either. Maybe destroy should be separate from remove from parent. I guess what I really want, if I'm thinking of a UI kit style, I want move to window, which sort of indicates whether it's active or not. But what I'm gonna do is just add a function node destroy, which is recursive. Not in parents, children, in my children. C destroy, and then when we're done, just remove the collider. And then in here, when we remove the keyboard, we're gonna do letters.current. Oh yeah, that's here actually. Is destroy implicitly is removed from parent, isn't it? Then I've implemented the same logic again, haven't I? No, let's not do that for now. So that's good enough, and that's good enough. Let's try that. Yes, okay, good. That's all in here, isn't it? Yep. Let's go, and then... And then... staging the new sizes. Am I happy with this implementation now? Let's have one more feel in VR. I mean, it's happy. It's not a very nice keyboard, but it is a keyboard that can be iterated on. So it's not like I'm happy, let's leave it, this is the perfect keyboard, I'm done. It's more like, this'll do for now. I'm also considering mashing in support for the Oculus keyboard in here. So if you want to use the system keyboard, you can do that too. Backspace, yeah. I guess this works. Oh, whoops. Yeah, take out the debug line. That's in here, right? I guess I can put that in debug draw. Do I have a debug draw in here? On draw. And then function text aim on debug draw. Perfect. Guess then I can toggle it with the menu entry. Great. Okay, great. One more go. Oops. And here's the new keyboard. Let's... Hello. Oops. Oh, the space key's not working. World. And then I guess I don't have an exclamation mark. Why is space not working? Backspace working. Return's working. Escape's working. Okay, well, look at the name tag. I don't know if you can see that, but look at a name tag. It says Hello World. I'm pretty happy. That's a good start, I think. I'm gonna push this, and if you want to try this, you can just download Alloverse to your Quest right now, or like in half an hour after CIS built this, and you can try it out on your own. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go have lunch, and maybe no, I don't think I'll have time to do more streaming today, but I appreciate you watching. It's nice having you. I hope to get back to more streaming. I guess all streamers say that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Cheers.